I'm Anna Sweets, and welcome to Anna Sweets React. I'm here with my friend Pathos, and today he is
Hello.
making me watch Galaxy Quest.
I am. One of the things, so it's been a while since I've seen Galaxy Quest, but this is one of those shows where it's technically a spoof, but it's more like a love letter, honestly. It's pretty good.
Okay, so I was looking at the poster for it, and it's got big stars. So
A lot of big stars, yep.
There's like three big names right here: Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen, Alan Rickman. I definitely know Alan Rickman.
Yep. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, they're all pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge. So, and then there's two cute little space aliens, apparently, in this.
Apparently,
they look
yeah.
like children.
We'll get to those guys, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know nothing about this movie besides, yeah, apparently it's like some kind of parody. So.
Yep. Now, you've watched Star Trek. Have you watched the original Star Trek or just the Next Generation?
I've watched the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, most of Voyager, the original series.
So this is
and all the movies, and I've seen some of Discovery, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well, this one pays homage more to the Captain Kirk Star Trek, the original. Enhance.
Yay! I like the music.
Never give up. Never surrender.
You order, sir?
Never.
He's the captain. Alan Rickman is like what, the first officer?
Yeah. I think he's like the Spock equivalent.
Oh. Yeah, that was sick. Oh, I know him. That guy he's the teacher from 10 Things I Hate About You.
I've never seen that, so I'll take your word for that.
That's on the list for forcing Pathos to watch girly movies.
No. Guy.
Got killed by a lava monster before the first commercial.
Oh, he was a red shirt?
Yes, he was.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, I shall avenge you.
Oh my god, his face! He's like...
He's so excited.
He's so done with this. Oh my god. He's like, let's ship it. Let them ship. Let them ship.
Yep.
That's what I did when
real.
I watched Star Trek anyway. I shipped the throuple of McCoy, Spock, and Kirk.
Uh-huh. A thruple.
Yeah.
No, not to the super fans.
Aw.
There is no quantum flux. There's no auxiliary. There's no goddamn ship.
Oh my god. Aw. Poor nerds.
Yeah.
But there's actually real life people that do that, right? They ask for like technical stuff from the show, but it's all like made up.
Yeah.
He's just gonna let them in too. He thinks they're just a bunch of weird fans.
Yeah. It probably was. It was probably so much fun to play those guys.
Would you guys look?
Bruh, okay, I have something to say about this house. Is his house just made of glass? Because, like, you can just walk up and just look inside?
Yep, that is a status symbol. Now, he does have curtains. You can see him there.
Yeah, he does have curtains.
It looks
Okay,
like...
I see that. Wait, but I'm just, like, wondering, like, how do you sleep with this, like, anybody could just come here and
did
just
you
look
see
at
the establishing shot? It shows him like up on a mountain kinda. So I imagine the place is probably like gated. A lot of Hollywood residents are like that, where like the real ritzy places you can't actually just go up to. So that's why it's kind of
I would
weird that
imagine
those guys are there.
not. Yeah, how did they get up to his house?
Perseverance, sheer will.
Blood and pain as you cannot imagine.
Backwash. Oh my gosh.
That should take care of old lobster head, shouldn't it?
Lobster head. Oof. Is he gonna get beamed out of there?
Little far for a beaming. He's gonna get jellied. It's
Oh,
what is it? The Thing?
yummy.
Ugh.
That looks like it's really good for your skin.
It looks grape flavored. Disgusting. This was state of the art CG at the time.
Is this like a spacesuit?
Yep.
Yo, that's really advanced. Oh, it's going through the wormhole.
You know, when I saw this, I was like, why is the gel igniting? I was like, why is there flames coming out? Where are those flames coming from? And it's like, I don't think too hard about it.
I don't know. It's a really good technology.
Or at least one lady. You ready to see what the termites look like?
Oh, their real appearance? Oh. They look like Cthulhu.
Yep. They're octo people.
Okay. So I guess their planet just has no fiction.
You know, that's a really insightful like catch.
Because if they cannot distinguish fact from fiction, but either that or they just don't have fiction, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a plot point. So, yep. You caught on to that pretty quick.
Okay, I guess it's possible. It reminds me of the three-body problem with the aliens. They didn't have lies. They didn't know what the lies
yep.
were. Like,
Yep. And then when he explained it, then they got all freaked out.
yeah, they were like, oh, this is bad. You guys are bad because you lie. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, they think that their TV shows are just historical documents.
I guess either they, yeah, I mean, how else would they not be able to distinguish, right?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, imagine if aliens saw TNG, then they would think we are really awesome, right? But if they saw,
Yeah.
like, something bad,
If they saw Warhammer 40K, then they're like, oh no.
oh no, these people are just really bad.
Yeah. Who's this emperor you speak of, and why does he want to destroy everything?
Oh my god. Dude, imagine if aliens just saw TNG and replicated the technology from it, and we're like, here you go.
That'd be pretty awesome. Here's your food synthesizer. Here's your
Teleporter.
miracle cures. Teleporter, yep.
What the heck? Here's your holodeck.
The
I'll be
hologram
like,
room.
Holodeck, hell yeah. But if they think it's all real, why did they build all the stuff for them? Wouldn't they just assume they'd already have all this stuff?
I think that it's like, you know how you said the thing about lies?
Yeah. Wait 1 sec.
I think that plays into imagination, so they just really copy what they see. So they saw that this is how it worked, so that's how they set it up.
Okay. But that's the thing. I figured they would think like you already have this spaceship. Like they just if they think it's
Yeah,
all,
that
it's
is
all
true.
real.
Yeah, if they thought it was all real. Yeah, that's a good point.
But why did they build another?
They just got their own so that they could ask them to come help and they wouldn't have to use their own stuff. They'd just be able to have this stuff right away that they could use.
I mean, I didn't mean
Also,
to poke a hole in the plot. I'm sorry.
You could also say too that the show was canceled like a long time ago. So they
Yeah.
might have just thought that they no longer had it, and that's why the historical documents ended or something like that, you know.
Maybe. Yeah. Sure.
But yeah. Quit poking holes in my plot.
Sorry.
Oh, the curse of driving the new car off the lot.
Oh my god. Gonna have a big ass scratch on it. His insurance is about to go up.
Oh man.
Yep. Here goes his insurance. Oh no.
You enjoying
Ew.
your cat? What blood ticks, Dr. Lazarus?
Blood ticks. Oh.
Poor guy. He got the alien
Like
food.
guy just gets like bland noodles.
Yeah, what was it called? Wait, well, that reminds me. Did you ever watch the episode of TNG where Riker has to eat the Klingon food on the Klingon ship?
You know, it's been a long time since I watched TNG.
I forgot
so
what it's
probably, but I
called.
do not remember it.
I forgot what the Klingon food. There's a Klingon food, and then it's like some kind of worms, and they're like alive, and they're like, and they're all like staring at him because they think he's too scared to eat it.
Was he got to eat it to prove his worth or something?
Pretty much, because he's working. He's doing like an exchange program where he's on the Klingon ship, right? And he has to like prove himself.
I would be disproven so fast because I'm not good with food I don't like. I'd be like, yeah, no, judge me harshly. It's over.
I would just swear at somebody in Klingon and then have that be that. Kapla,
And
or
then
whatever.
Fight to the death or whatever it is.
Oh my god.
For your honor.
Still moving.
Gras is always best when served live.
You really showing this over dinner?
Yeah, exactly.
Right in
Dinner
front
and
of
a
my
show.
salad? They're like, we're out.
For you, Commander.
We gotta get out of here. Move the ship. Turn it. Move. Let's go.
Proton torpedoes incoming.
You better get some seatbelts in that thing.
Now, this is back in the days where not even cars had seatbelts.
Right? It always surprised me how like none of the starships had seatbelts. They were all just being thrown around all the time.
To be fair, though, you wouldn't think you'd need them because the gravity is internal, so you wouldn't be getting thrown around.
Would you not?
I guess maybe you would. I'm trying to think of how
I
like
mean, if there's
explosion. You think the
gravity,
explosion would
there's-
just rip off? It wouldn't shake it though or vibrate it. You would think.
You
I don't
don't
know.
think so?
Maybe.
I don't know how that would work exactly because I don't even think the internal gravity thing is a thing that can be done. So people don't even know how to do that yet, right?
Yeah. You might be right, but whenever I think about like the way that gravity works on ships, I'd think that you might get like jiggled around maybe and fall, but like you wouldn't go flying to the ceiling or flying forward because you stop fast or something like that because you're
No,
The
but
gravity
if your ship
isn't,
gets
like-
blown up.
well, yeah,
You
but then you
don't
don't
think
need
it
a
would shake?
seatbelt. You just get sucked out of space. I guess, yeah, you would need a seatbelt, but then you decompress and die anyways.
Great.
Yep.
Very comforting.
You'd have a bigger.
Are you sure that's how you're supposed to move it?
You still got a bag of snacks.
Jason! They're coming us down! Jason!
Dude, they look really got the money.
In the show, he's Jason Nesmith. And
Yeah.
did you ever watch Toy Story?
Yeah, I think so.
Tim Allen plays Buzz Lightyear.
Wait, really?
And
That's him?
yep. And in the first one, when like the little
way.
girl's playing with him, he says, "I am Mrs. Nesmith." I always wondered if there was like a connection between that and this show. I should look that up someday.
Wait,
yeah,
really?
That just made
didn't
me
know
think of that.
I thought it was George
Yep.
Clooney.
George Clooney.
Wasn't it
No,
George
I'm pretty
Clooney?
sure. I'm pretty sure it's Tim Allen, and the guy that played Forrest Gump was Woody. I can't think of his name right now.
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yeah.
There's no way.
Pretty sure.
You wanna bet?
Ah,
You want to bet?
I'll look it up right now.
Okay. Oh, yes. I thought there was a George Clooney at some point in there.
Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear, and Tom Hanks.
Actually, Tom
Was
Hanks.
Woody.
That's crazy.
Yep. Haha. You're lucky we didn't bet anything, or I'd be rich right now.
$69 straight into your pocket.
And 69 cents.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it would have been $420.69.
Oh damn, you're getting demanding. What the heck?
Mhm. Price is going up.
Oh, there goes the shirt. Just like Kirk, he always tears off his shirt.
Yep.
Nice. It's Shrek. No.
It's Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Kill Shrek.
Guy.
Kill him!
Oh, you're gonna break his little heart.
Mhm.
You're gonna break his little tentacle heart. No.
He's gonna break all three of them,
Oh.
or however many octopuses have.
My name is Jason Nesmith. I am a actor.
I hate to break it to you, Jason, but I don't know how to shut down a neutron reactor. And unless you took a learning annex course I don't know about, I'm pretty sure you don't know how to shut down a neutron reactor either.
No, I don't. But I know someone who does.
He's gonna call the super nerd.
Yep.
Oh, he's building the model.
Building the escape pod.
Wait. I have a question. I have a quick question. Wait.
Mhm.
Passos, do you own any models?
Any models? No. I've never built any models.
Okay. Do you want to own any models?
Maybe someday. Depends on what kind of models.
Well-
I'd probably do Star Wars models, honestly.
Oh, Star Wars.
Mhm.
Death
I wouldn't
Star.
mind Yep, Death Star, Star Destroyer, Super Star Destroyer, Victory Star Destroyer, a couple of
What
those.
are those things called? They look like camels.
Camels.
Yeah, they're walking. They have really long legs.
Oh, you're talking about the AT-ATs? The robots?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. They just look like weird animals.
That's the only thing I can think of. It's a robot, right? It's not an actual animal.
No, it's like a ship or a weapon.
Yeah.
Or something.
And it's on a snowy planet?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
did
I
not.
think you're talking about it. An all-terrain armored transport, yes.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't mind one of those, too.
Oh.
That was my favorite.
Well.
The Empire had all the cool stuff.
Okay. When
That
I
was
was
one of my
little, I had an
favorites.
R2D2.
Very good.
Very cute.
What was it? I think I had R937, which is the droid that explodes at the beginning of episode 4, and then R2D2 replaces it in Luke Skywalker's house.
Oh, okay.
It's the simple things
Nice.
you treasure.
GG. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. He's having hot tentacle makeout session.
Not yet.
Oh.
Now he is.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh, he's into it. He's into it.
You fool!
Critical hit.
Fred?
Oh.
What?
Travel back in
Bet
time.
you didn't see that coming.
Travel back in time. Yep, he has to travel back in time, right?
No, he has to destroy all of existence because his crew died. So now everyone else must die.
You shouldn't wait too long with that because it only goes back 13 seconds. Their insurance about to go up. Dude. That was totally wicked.
That's from Incredibles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Quick, move!
Yay!
Oop, he did not set his phaser to stun.
Nope. That guy is dead. He's a goner.
So what'd you think?
Yo, that was awesome.
Yeah, I can see the comments right now about my seatbelt statement. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Cars had seatbelts then.
Yeah.
It might as well have been not long ago.
I mean, that was
When,
really good. I actually, when you said it was like a spoof or a parody, I kind of expected it to just be that, but it was actually like so much more than that. Like,
Yep,
I
it is
actually
a
cared
love
about
letter.
the characters. Like, I actually was like worried for the aliens and for the characters, and I was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh wait, this is a lot more intense than I was
Yeah,
expecting.
those poor naive
Normally
aliens.
when you think spoof, you think of something like Spaceballs or something like that. But this one was a lot deeper than that. And I when I first watched it, when they talked about like the minefield, I was like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna get like the history on that because like that just seemed like a lot of detail thrown in there for no reason. So I like
Yeah.
to think that someday they'll make like an actual like TV show based on it. That'd be kind of cool. Like, oh, this little offshoot one-shot movie that all of a sudden we can do something with. I don't know, that'd be kind of fun.
I really loved it, and all the actors were really amazing as well.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
they killed it.
Yeah.
When
Sigourney Weaver
when
is
Sigourney
so
Weaver's
good. She's so funny.
when she's having her meltdowns, so funny. And all of Monk's lines kill me.
Whose lines?
Super campy. Fred is what he's called in there. When he's like
Oh, yeah.
speaking for the engineers, he's like, "That's right again, guys."
He was just being
He's just
friends
high
with
the
them.
entire
He
time.
was like friendly with everybody. He was a super
Yeah,
chill.
I
Yeah.
quote all the time, "We got to get out of here before somebody kills Guy."
Yeah. That's what Sigourney Weaver said. Before somebody
Yep.
kills Guy, oh no, we gotta go.
Yep.
That was
Or,
super good.
Do I? Do I? I'm just crewman number 6.
Yeah. And all of them at the beginning of the movie, they were all feeling like really like left out and useless compared to the captain guy.
Yep.
But in the end, they all got to play important roles, you know?
They became a true team at the end. Yep. They all were valued.
And even Alan Rickman
Really good
came to
movie.
terms with his his crazy
Yeah.
fanboys.
All it took was the death of his craziest fanboy.
Aw. I was actually,
Out
I
of
was
all,
like sad. I was like, that's really sad because he was so wholesome.
yep, and he was the only good guy to die. Like all the bad guys died, but only one good guy died
I guess
that
so.
we cared about. I mean, the commander. Technically, the commander was off-screened earlier, but we didn't really care about him.
And all of their people, I
But yeah.
guess, because they said they were the last of their people.
Nah, we don't care about that. Yeah, that's out of sight, out of
Jeez.
mind. The people we saw, we cared about.
Yeah. Actually, I
But
really
yeah.
loved it. That was real. That was like way better than I expected because I expected it to just be a comedy, but it was actually a really good story. A very, very heartwarming story.
Yep, they really tried with that. And I saw somewhere that like the original cast of Star Trek like commented on it and said that like they really liked it, and something like the way that the Comic-Cons were portrayed and like the interactions between the actors and the fans and whatnot was like super realistic. I was like, or like how they experience the Comic-Cons. I was like, that's kind of cool that they would weigh in on that.
Yeah, I feel like I heard something along those lines. They get a lot of like those technical questions that they're like, we don't know. It's just some like it's called techno babble, right? It's just techno babble. That's what somebody made up.
I got a picture with William Shatner at a Comic-Con, and that was pretty fun.
What? Dude.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep. Me and my family went to a Comic-Con in
Can I share it
Kansas
in this
City.
video?
I can see if I can find it.
If you don't
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
I kind of want to see it.
I'll look for it. So we saw him at a Comic-Con, and that's probably the closest to any star I've ever been.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. TNG was my favorite, so like, I don't know, it would be so sick to meet like Patrick Stewart or you know, like I actually really like my favorite captain is definitely Picard. And
I think he's my favorite captain too.
yeah, I think he was so classy.
So when he was an X-Men, I was like, they got Captain Picard to play an X-Men. I can't believe it. And every time I see him in anything, I'm always just like, oh yeah, it's Captain Picard. Even though everyone like that's a little bit younger than me that knows him as Professor X is like, oh, it's Professor X. He's in this movie.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
he's my Picard.
Yeah, the real old people know him from his Shakespeare work.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how many thespians go into sci-fi after like being classical actors and whatnot.
I usually love those actors the most because they're just like really good, like really dramatic. They usually have good voices too.
They commit to the bits too.
Yeah, like Alan Rickman, I bet he did Shakespeare or something because like he's got that whole epic voice going on, you know?
Because he's British. Yes, typecast him harder.
I bet I'm right though.
I mean, he might be. At least in this show, he played somebody that was classically trained that went to sci-fi. So I said that he reminds me of, I can't think of his, I'm so bad with names, but the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars, he didn't like, I guess, that was the thing that he was most known for. And that people would always want to talk to him about Star Wars. And he's just like, it's just a space movie with magic.
I would say just roll with it, man. Just roll with it.
Enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy the adoration.
No, but I get it gets tiring as well. If that's all people ever talk to you about. I get it. Yeah.
For you, it's for the fan, it's the first time they talk to it. For him, it's the millionth time.
Yeah, I get that. But anyway, it was a really great movie. Thanks for forcing me to watch it, Pathos.
Yes, you're very welcome.
At gunpoint, right here.
At finger gunpoint.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
You enjoyed our reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will upload uncut versions of our reactions on Patreon.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.